Hello learners, I am Dr. Akash Singh. In previous chapters, we learned about the library users, in which we learned about various user education program. In this chapter, we are going to learn about librarianship as a career. Librarianship is a very noble profession like other profession. When most of the users of the library are asked, what does the job of a librarian involve? The problem answer would be finding or issuing library books or locating information on request. This is because many people's experience of librarians is of the frontline user service staff. Have you ever considered how the books get onto the shelf and are ready for you to borrow? Behind the scene, there are teams of library professionals working to make this happen. There are library professionals for each and every activities of any library. They select the books for purchase, process the orders, create bibliographic record, and then physically prepare them for placing on the shelf. This makes it possible for you to find the books in the library catalog. In this lesson, we will appraise you with aspects relating to library professional. After studying this lesson, you will be able to understand the effect of library related experience and decide upon librarianship as a career. So, the objective of this lesson is to explain the role of librarianship as a profession, to enumerate the qualification and qualities of library professionals, to discuss the role of library professionals in disseminating information, to illustrate various courses offered in the field of library and information science, to describe the influence of modern technologies on libraries and related activities, to list the career opportunities for trained library professionals, and to identify the type of organizations that offers job opportunity to trained library professionals. A profession is a body of practitioners who undertake and undergo specialized training and studies to practice their skill in the service of the society. Like any other profession such as advocate, medical practitioners, architects, engineer, teacher, sports person, actors, etc., the librarianship also forms a profession. A profession is a body of practitioners who undertake and undergo specialized training and studies to practice their skill in the services of the society. Librarianship is an old and honored profession. In recent years, particularly, there have appeared notable changes in the collection and services of the library. The expansion in the responsibilities of librarians have brought with it a pressing need of special preparation for their work. Books are the chief aspects of what libraries and library professionals are all about. Librarianship is a people profession. A librarian's job is to connect people with the information they are seeking, whatever format they may take. All library jobs have one central purpose, that is to help people access and use information. It can be for education, work, or for pleasure. In all library roles, user services and communication skills are. All library jobs have one central purpose, that is to help people access and use information. It can be for education, work, or for pleasure. If anyone ever thought they would become a librarian because they liked book or reading, they would be surely disappointed if they did not also like people too. Libraries of all kinds are keen to demonstrate their value to as wide as audience as possible. Librarians select material, organize those material, and help people use them effectively. Many librarians are seen by users working on library counter, but a great majority of them work behind the scene in technical support and acquisitions or in administration. Although librarians traditionally worked with printing resources, they have kept up with ever evolving technology. Now they work with electronic resources that include the internet, computerized database, and e-books. Present days, librarians are also referred to as information professionals. Now we will discuss about the skill that a library professional must have. First of all, we will discuss about the skills. One has to learn several skills while training to be a librarian, but he or she should have certain qualities that will contribute to him or her success in the profession. About the library skill, a librarian must be an active learner in order to adapt to the rapid changes in technology and the dissemination of information that are inherent to this field. He or she must have strong communication skill and the ability to work independently and as part of a team. A librarian must be good at problem solving and have strong comprehensive skill. The library profession is bound to flourish in near future in India, as still it has not reached to whole population of our nation. It has been estimated by the National Knowledge Commission of India that the country should have at least 1500 universities to fulfill the need of higher education. Apart from this, because of Right to Education Act, thousands of schools are to be started. All these will also have to be supported by libraries. Now, we will discuss a number of sectors where the opportunities are there for librarians. Employment, and now we will discuss about employment and designation. Most librarians work in schools and academic libraries. Other work in special business, scientific research or in libraries of other organizations. Employment opportunities for library professionals are thus available in all sectors of government and industries. With experience, librarians can advance to administrative positions such as a department head, library director or chief information officer. As mentioned earlier, earning a doctoral degree can contribute to one's upward movement in the library science field. Let us try to understand the job opportunity for librarians sector wise. Firstly, we will discuss about the academic library sector. Under this sector, academic library sector includes universities, colleges and school libraries. The university library system has designated of librarian, deputy librarian and assistant librarian at senior level. At middle level, the designation are senior professional, professional and semi-professional. At sporting level, in academic library sector, designations are library assistant, library attendant, multitasking staff, etc. The college libraries have the designation of librarian, which is equivalent to the assistant librarian of university libraries, and the middle and supporting levels are same as the university libraries. The school's library usually have a librarian belonging to middle level of management and 2 or more support staff depending upon the size of the library. Now we will discuss about the public sector library opportunity. The public library system is getting momentum in India. Initially, the public library was serving to the urban people, but now it is extending to rural area. Hence, in coming years, there will be several rural libraries at village level. Public libraries in India have 4 tier. Of these, the state central library, district library and subdivisional town libraries have 4 categories of staff like managerial, professional, supporting staff and administrative staff. The last tier, the rural knowledge center, community information center have only the professional level staff and support staff depending upon their size. Now we will discuss about the special library sector. This sector has the designations like librarian, library and information officers, scientists, manager library, manager knowledge management, etc. These posts are equivalent the officer grade A or above in the administrative pattern of staffing, while scientific organization like CSIR, DRDO, ISRO, etc. having equivalency with different level of scientists. The private and corporate sectors are playing as per the policy of the organization. Some of the corporate houses are paying wages more than the government organization. Now we will discuss the corporate sector library. In the corporate sector, large organizations maintain libraries, information centers for their information need. These companies employ qualified professionals as librarians, information scientists and information managers, database managers, resource managers, knowledge workers, library supervisors, etc. Now we will discuss about the qualification and quality of library professionals. As you have learned above, library jobs are different in nature from other general jobs we perform in our day-to-day life. Library is a social institution and librarianship is a part of service industry. It has the responsibility to support education, research and development, self-studies, etc., and become instrument in creating as well as preserving knowledge of our society. Hence, the nature of this profession is completely unique. For opting librarianship as a career, a certain amount of training plus qualities in a library worker are required. A number of training programs in library and information science are being run by academic institutions and library associations. Besides possessing academic and professional qualification, a library professional is required to possess qualities of a good worker. For starting career at higher level, one should possess at least a master degree in library and information science with good academic record. Additional qualifications and skills in information and communications technology or specialization in patent information system, knowledge management or preservation and conservation, archival studies, etc. may give an additional advantage in employment. For middle and lower level, a bachelor degree, diploma certificate, etc. in library and information science with good academic records may give good job opportunity. To know about the quality of library professional, let us think about a role model character. For librarians, libraries are service institutions to serve the community of user. A library and information science professional should possess following qualities. One whose existence is recognized by the readers or the users, someone who is accessible and give response all the time, whether face to face or on telephone or correspondence on or via email. One who is capable of giving result in accordance with what is required by the users. It implies the entire range of personal and technical competence of the librarians like search skill, book availability, facilitation, cataloging, managing budgets, managing staff, etc., whatever the task assigned. A good librarian is someone who's passionate about their job. There can never be a good, excellent service without passion in what we do. Good librarian should have teamwork skill and good interpretation skill. He or she should be familiar with current and emerging technology. Lastly, a good librarian is one who understands and applies Ranganathan's 5 laws of library science. The 5 laws of library science have been covered in module 1, lesson 4. Now we will discuss the role of library professional in dissemination of information. You know that universe of knowledge and its sources is vast and ever expanding. On the other hand, the world of information seekers undergoes many changes. It is for the library professionals to organize, control and manage the stored information in such manner that it is made available to its right user at the right time. Libraries provide a variety of quality services in order to improve the communication, use and creation of knowledge. In today's information age, increasing importance is placed on information dissemination. Librarians have an important role to play in the generation, preservation and dissemination of these information. This is carried out by acquiring source of information, processing, storing, retrieving these sources and providing library services. The way knowledge is created, disseminated and acted upon continues to go through rapid changes and evaluation. The role of the libraries and librarians in this new knowledge economy is very important. Librarians know how knowledge is created in today's information environment. What, when and how it should be delivered to appropriate user is decided by the librarian. It involves a series of activities or operations starting from developing and understanding of users' need to selecting appropriate information source for retrieval of desired information in the web world. The librarian play a vital role in the dissemination of knowledge. This is so because the role of the library professional is to mediate between the user and the information resources. Users' requirements is another area which is to be considered in this connection. The role of the librarian thus is all about series of operation and decisions start from developing and understanding of users' need to selecting appropriate resource for retrieval. Now we will discuss about various training programs for the library professional. The libraries and their activities are highly sensitive and specialized in nature, so much so that over a period in the past century, their contents have become a special subject, namely library and information science for studies, learning and search. Although a variety of institutions are offering courses relating to library information science education, these can be broadly placed in various categories like certificate, diploma, degree, master's degree, MPhil and PhD. These programs are offered by a variety of institutions that include universities, polytechnics, open schools, library associations, etc. In India, library and information science is being taught at various levels as it's available on senior secondary level, certificate program in library science, diploma program in library science, bachelor in library and information science, master in library and information science, master of philosophy in library and information science, PhD in library and information science. Now we will discuss about the adaptation of modern technologies. Advances in technology creates impact in every walk of life. Library activities are no exceptions. Print technologies helped in developing a clearer concept of library. Print media made the knowledge information available to masses. Riding on it, the libraries also could reach masses. With the advent and adaptation of computer communication and information technology in the last 20th century, the libraries became global. A variety of library software have been developed to help libraries in their working. Online services are taking place of traditional services in libraries. Collection of e-resources are replacing the traditional form of collection. Library networking help from search engine, digitization of old valuable records and such other technologies have become the significant features of modern libraries. The impact of new technologies is thus felt by libraries in every aspect of modern society. Now we will discuss about career and job opportunity in the library and information science profession. For professionally trained and qualified library professionals, librarianship promises a promising career. Starting from some low position in a library, one may get the opportunity to avail a senior position in a big library system, a university library, special library, national library and library of United Nations, WHO, ILO, etc. Jobs are available as supporting staff, semi-professional and professional. The chief executives in big library system enjoy the status and pay perk equivalent to directors, senior managers, senior scientists, professors, etc. Qualified professionals are offered job in book trade, information industry, media bodies of advocate and directors. These days, library professionals are also working independently and are referred to as library information consultant. Library consultant is an individual who can provide the expertise, inspiration, training and support needed in all aspects of library activities and development. These professionals may put their professional skills to private practice. They assist in solving various library problems of finance, space management, adaptation of technologies are some other important services which specialized library professionals are provided. Now we will discuss about the employment opportunity. The students after acquiring library science qualification can find employment opportunities in the library of following area. A number of employment opportunities are available in public government libraries, university, college, school and other academic institutions, news agencies and organizations, private organizations and special libraries, foreign embassies, photo, film, radio, television libraries, information centers, documentation centers, companies and organizations with large information handling requirements, museum and galleries which have reading rooms and research facilities. There is a lot of scope for a career in library science. Now we will discuss about salaries in library and information professions. The salaries vary depending upon the nature of the organizations. Many colleges and universities have adopted UGC scale of salary for the library staff. The library staff in the large establishment of the central government enjoy salary scale similar to those applicable to scientific staff. Opportunities for upwards mobility based on assessment of performance at intervals make the job attractive. Persons possessing good academic records and adequate skills in computer and information technology can look forward to a rewarding career in this profession. Now we will discuss what we learned in this unit, in this chapter. Librarians are in the services of users. They should possess academic and professional qualification and qualities of good worker. Library professionals deal with universe of knowledge to serve the universe of information seeker. They disseminate right information to right user at the right time. LIS training program are available at senior secondary level, undergraduate level, postgraduate level and research level leading to MPhil, PhD, delayed degrees. Libraries have adopted and got benefits of print technologies, computer technologies, communication technologies, information technology, networking, etc. Librarianship promise a good and noble career job opportunity for qualified professionals and the qualified professionals are available at all level whether local, regional, state, national and international level. So, best of luck learner and we will meet in the next module.